Hello, good morning, and welcome to Model Trails, Model Smith, Modeling Shenanigans. You've got me, and you've got the two bros. Our Down Under friend should be here soon. He sent me a message saying, I'm running a bit late, so he'll be here soon. So let's go around and see what people have been up to. We'll start.
Ooh.
Hello, Mal.
Phew.
Normal morning. Waking up, finding I'm still alive is good news. Well, I'm trying to remember the order I do shit in. Oh yeah, bit of emails here. Did my exercise, went for a walk, had breakfast, and then started to put the the bathroom cupboard doors back on that I painted. That's ongoing. And this afternoon I'm painting the other side of the wall, which I finished painting the outside of yesterday. It's looking wonderful. There's a lot more outside painting to do. Model wise, nothing. I'm at the moment I'm in the process, as I mentioned on Sunday, to get the undercarriage doors on this leg of the IR A81. These went on with no real drama, apart from the fact I'd lost a piece on the support, but the middle piece, but I found that in the box. But it's like gone on as basically as it should do. But this side, however, the bottom support on this leg I'd lost completely, so I had to scratch build it. But for some reason, the two pieces of the undercarriage legs don't line up as they should do, like that one. So I've been trying to figure out what the issue is, and I don't know. But it seems like if I put this, because I had the other piece on first, and so I took it off, and I've test fitted them again, both together, and I can get them to line up. So if I put this, I'm going to put this piece on first, and then make the other piece fit in the way it should. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Maybe I'll throw it against the wall. Maybe the thing will get binned completely. Who knows? Keep watching. I'm also deciding, and I've just decided not. I was going to pin the retraction jack to the leg, so it fits on that bit there, but it's too it's just too narrow. It's like a racetrack profile. It'll just make it easier doing that it's attached to the leg, and when I put the leg in, I can get the leg to the right height or right angle by positioning the retraction jack where it's supposed to go. But anyway, so yeah, nothing else. I've not had time. I've been like painting walls, like they 1-1 walls, which is the most uninspiring thing I can do. But I've got another side to do, and that's me.
Cool. Thank you very much, mate. And moving on to the man with a gob full of tea. Hello, little old lady.
Hello. Greetings, young peeps. I got up early. Sorry, I got up at late. Late. It was late, not early. Late. Had breakfast and sat there watching telly. I watched the latest episode of The Last of Us. Then made a cup of coffee, sat down here, turned the computer on. Basically it. Modelling wise, I finished off what I'm going to do with this one yesterday. So be very careful because I need to gloss it. So I managed to get the serial numbers sorted out. Finished off on this. So the front two on the turret, and I'm leaving it at that. I'm not even going to think about putting a large Allied star on top. Just going to leave it as it is. I've looked at more pictures as much as I can, and there was very few of them who actually got that on. So it might have been just a D-Day thing. Although I need to look at more Operation Goodwood pictures, because I've done a Firefly up there somewhere with a white top of the turret. So I'm thinking if I can confirm that, I might do a white top on that one. So it's just leaving that for the time being. I think I've come up with a set of decals for this one, because I had used some of them for something else, so they're not complete. They're not complete anyway. So I've just been looking and using the conjunction of that set. So the 45 is the Armoured Recce Regiment of the division. So those down there, and if I've got those ones there for the Guards Armoured, so I might do this as a Guards Armoured division recce, something different. Yeah, so that's I'm going to do that one. And something I looked at yesterday, I don't know if you can see them, but the episcopes in the cupola I haven't painted, so I'm going to quickly put periscope blue on there. That's what I'm going to do first. Looking more at the decals for the Stuart to change one of the figures I was doing as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Cool.
What are you up to, Steph?
Me?
Yes, you.
This morning, usual stuff. Got up and then it was crack on with a lot of video editing. I've got to get as many out this week as I possibly can. I'm behind by 2 weeks, and the wings are on. Tail fins are on, rudder's on with a little bit of deflection on the rudder, and it's going to be glue the wings up and do some work on the ejection seat, because I've got a load of PE to do. So the bang handles and everything. So that's what I is going to be doing today. There we go. Look, cup of tea. Anybody else want a drink?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
On my way.
and breathe.
Hmm. Ooh. Hmm. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad you could make it.
Oh, sorry about the hour.
Hmm.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I was cooking dinner as usual. But yeah, like that. It's so wet here. It's been raining for days, and it's going to rain for days. Yeah, we're sort of flooded and flooding. Oh dear.
You
I've
got
seen
underwater. You got underwater Aldi, haven't you?
Yeah, well, that's just that's the short bit of flooding. That's what people can drive through. There's other bits where cars are stuck in the middle, like the national highway's been blocked at Beresfield, which is where Tom's working right now, and oh, it's terrible. Whatever.
But
Everyone's alive. I haven't made a mess of it, but I've had a rethink of the SE5A. So I've taken the top wing off again.
it was back to front.
No, it was not. But I'm putting on all the because this rigging is a lot more complicated than the Camel. So I've taken the wing off to get access to it. That and the fact that these interplane struts, the outer ones, the interplane struts are meant to be wood coloured, but these ones, the inner ones, are Cabane struts are meant to be green. Olive green. So I'll repaint them while I got this off. But basically, I'm just going through re-drilling holes, placing bits of what do I call it? Easy line, and just having a rejiggy and a rethink. But this isn't too good. Like there's 2 diagrams in the instructions, but they don't really show what's going on. Like there are some. Bloody hell! What's the word? Some rigging lines. What do you call it?
rigging line.
Yeah, all right. They go from a point there, like just behind the Cabane strut, and
Yeah.
somewhere else, and then shows from the underneath. But it's not too clear where it attaches. Like where's the rear one go, for instance, like the one closest to the pilot. And anyway, so I've just gone onto YouTube and had a look at one close up, like a walk around. Then I've just drawn a mud map of what goes to where, and I've had to redraw it. So that's my little thing, which is a hot mess, but I can understand it.
Sorry, guys.
That's fine. And yeah, so I need to do that. The trouble is, so to do all this complicated rigging around the back end, I'm out of drill bits. I broke my last drill bit, so I need to order some more of these from Mickey Sticky. But oh, there we go. So the 0.4 mil ones, they're all discombobulated. It's a bit of a bugger. It leaves me with 0.6. Now I could do the job with 0.6. I'd rather 0.4. So now I'm wondering whether to continue with this and just glue it all to a certain spot. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll continue with that. But yeah, I'll just be rigging this for a couple of days, I think. Just taking it slow and doing what I can. Ugh. But that's me. I am enjoying the kit, of course. It's just it's complicated, and every time I get to this point, I sort of go, "Jeez, this is more complicated and time consuming than I remember."
I do like that colour scheme.
Yeah, it is. It is. There's a couple of things I need to fix up. As you can see, a good bit of overspray under the empennage there and stuff. But generally, yeah, I like it as well. I didn't think I would. I was going to go for the standard scheme, that one really, because it's a standard SE5A. But the overwhelming majority of people are saying, "No, do that. It looks cool," and it actually does. So yeah, I am happy. But yeah, just I'll just continue rigging. So not much to see here. How are you gents been?
Oh, good. Too much DIY though.
Oh yeah?
Finished painting the wall out the front yesterday. It was all right because it was nice and sunny. I had a beer afterwards. I deserved it.
Mhm.
So that was all good.
Yeah, it's the opposite of sunny here.
It's a bit overcast now, but I've got to do the other side of the wall. I'll be doing that later, or half the wall. And I've got bathroom cabinet doors to rehang after painting them. Also fun. 3 coats of paint on each.
So
8
have you
doors.
gone for more of a neutral color than what you had before, or more of a bright color
For
for the doors? And you're
well,
getting ready
no,
for
it's
the
all
sale.
grey. It's
Okay.
no the original colour of the wall was white with green, like curb edgings. What don't know what you call over and under wiggly curb edgings put cemented to the top of the wall. They were bright gloss green, and the wall was white. And so first time I painted the wall, it was white, and then the end of the bungalow, the gable end of the bungalow, was also gloss green. Believe it or not.
All right.
So I painted that white. You can imagine that. And then did I paint it again? I think I painted it again, all again, white. And the last time I said to the miss, "Ain't paint it white, or something else." So she decided grey. Okay, that'll do. So I painted it grey, and within about 6 months, paint started flaking and all sorts.
Oh, really?
Probably because I didn't want to do it. So I got it on as quickly as I could. It was the biggest mistake ever, and it's been like that for a few years. But now we're selling the bungalow. It needs to look at least presentable.
Yeah.
So I went over the wall and all the areas that need it with a heavy wire brush and brushed them all off. Got all the loose paint off and everything. Doing that in itself made me wish I'd painted it properly the last time. I'm giving it off. Anyway, I painted it properly this time, giving it. When we're moving, it's like you only do this when you're going to sell it, idiot. Anyway, does look good. It looks a whole lot better, so that's all right. And the bathroom cabinets were white, but the gloss white looked great when it was in. But the sun damaged. They looked like somebody been smoking in there for 30 years.
Oh.
I mean, they're literally orange, but not overall. It's where the sun comes in through the window, and you got the shadow of the handles as well. Where the shadow of the handles was, not quite so orange.
Right.
Some doors more orange than others. Why is it hideous? So they needed something doing to them. So I tried wrapping them. Got some
Wrapping
white
them.
gloss. Yeah, well, they're originally wrapped with. And one of my many jobs after coming out of the army was working for a firm that produced kitchen or cabinet doors mainly. We had like 3 bed 5 head routers to route these doors, so they all went on. They were routed. The table turned over. You took off the ones that had come round and put new blanks on, and they were routed. And they went from that. They went down to the bottom end of the factory where they put through. They were like given a coat of PVA glue sprayed on, and then the doors went on a plate, big fuck off, massive plate, went into this oven where they were heated, and they reactivated the glue. Then it went into this next bit, it was like a vacuum form machine,
All right.
and it heats up a plastic sheet, vacuum forms it over the doors, and then it cuts them off. And on you go. That's what these doors were. They were just flat, and they were wrapped, which is what kitchen doors are these days.
Right.
Plastic wrap, basically. In the the MFI era, there were like wooden looking. Now you get shaker style and all sorts of things. So anyway, so the doors were plastic wrapped. So I tried to rewrap them in vinyl, which I know how to do, but I'd never done it before, and it just didn't work. I just couldn't do it. I would have been able to do it with a lot of practice, but practicing on the things you want to wrap just wasn't a thing. So I get that up, and we got some paint. And also because the door I'd first tried to wrap, the vinyl, which is the adhesive on it, although it's water based, it left some adhesive, quite a lot of adhesive behind. And although it's water based, it did not want to come off. I
Really?
couldn't get it off. So the missus says, try one of the magic sponges. I says, what? It's one of them magic sponges I got. I says, yeah, that'll work. He says, if it's not coming off with isopropanol or this or that, your magic sponge, which is just a sponge that you wet, ain't going to get it off. No way, Jose. So she says, I'll have a go. I says, do let me know how you get on. So I think it was here on a blog. Went back in. She says, there you go. What? And it's just this white this sponge. She says, you just wet it and rub it over. It was like some it activated something in it, but I don't know what it could be. But it really did work. So I was a bit dumbfounded by that. So that was funny.
Magic.
Yeah, literally magic sponge. She keeps taking the piss now. Magic sponge. You need a magic sponge for that? Yeah. So the painting the doors. Put 3 coats on the damn things, just because to use up the paint. If I was needed 2, but I thought I'd put 3 on. That's 8 doors, 3 coats of paint. You get 4 onto the table in the bedroom I was doing it. So I had to
Sorry about that. He's back. I had to take that phone call. That was my aunt's friend. Good news, my aunt doesn't have dementia.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
Yeah, because my uncle passed away a couple of years ago, and we think she's never got over it. So
yeah,
her memory started going and all sorts, and we're all panicking, going, "Oh God, this is going to be fun." And she refused to go to the bloody doctors. But she went this morning, had a test, and she's perfectly fine. So very, very happy bunny. So I'm up there this weekend seeing her. So a few things have got to get sorted for her. But it looks like she's on the road to recovery again. So yeah. Very happy.
Well, I suppose finding out that she hasn't got dementia will give her a boost.
Oh God, yeah. The thing is, she was absolutely petrified.
Yeah, of course she was. Who wouldn't be? Who wants to go to the doctors to have a dementia test, knowing that because I've been doolally the last couple of years, or everybody's telling me I'm doolally, I'm going to find out I've got dementia, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you'll find out you haven't. It's got to be the biggest boost ever.
Yeah, and we know she's been scared, but typical
Bullshit.
my aunt sticks on the brave face and everything else. So now it's going to be going around because what she does is she does the classic thing of goes out and spends pennies to make herself feel better.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you go in her fridge. Oh, fucking hell, mate. She's one person rattling around in this huge house, and the fridge is jam packed. And
With
when
jam?
we go up there, it's like ripping things out and saying, "This is out of date. That's out of date. This is what the bloody hell are you doing, Jesse?" And I'm the only one who can get away with doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I
Yeah.
was interrupting your conversation, gentlemen.
That's
No.
right. It's always nice to hear somebody's received some good news.
Absolutely.
As my aunt died from dementia, and it was not good. She actually died because basically she forgot how to breathe
Oh God.
Oh, gosh.
and eat. That's that's the end of it. Your body forgets out. Well, it's not you that forget, because breathing and eat, is a thing that is done automatically. But when your body forgets how to do it, you've had it.
Yeah.
She'd forgotten how to eat.
God. We have so many things to look forward to, don't we?
Yeah, the more you hear about all the diseases, all the issues you can get, and all the rest of it, I think to get past about 50, you're doing quite well.
Yeah.
So you've got to hit a lucky streak. And you're bound to get something at some stage. And I suppose the luck of the draw is that it's not one of these conditions that gradually, there's a gradual decrease in function, which I just can't imagine that. A brain thing, or like dementia. But people dealing with it all the time.
Hmm.
And then you get to old age and you get it, you've had it anyway, haven't you? So it's to be expected. But yeah, to find out you ain't got dementia's got to be a really big day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be scared of going to the doctors for a dementia test. Won't mind if they sprung it on me, but to go knowing that's what you're going for,
Yeah.
I'd be really jubilant if I went for a dementia test and found out that I didn't have dementia, or they reckoned that I didn't have dementia. Because the dementia test is quite simple, isn't it?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
They ask you questions like that. Say, what date is it today? You tell them, and then they ask you other questions and test you on other things, and then they come back. What date is it again? Or they'll give you, or they'll give you a date. That's it. They'll give you a date. Go through the thing. Then at the end of it, they ask you what date it was that you were given.
Yeah.
Because dementia is a short-term memory thing.
Yeah.
And as I've tried to explain to the missus, it's nothing to do with not understanding that you want me to do something when all you do is hint at it.
Yeah. I think that is a real female thing.
It is.
Because Lise does it all the time.
Yeah.
And I keep saying to her, don't hint. If you want me to do something, ask me to do it.
I know. Since I found out that's the thing, it is a thing, and I reckon the missus is hinting, because you're never sure. I said, what is it you actually want? Don't hint, tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like she did last night. I was gaming. Came in, opened the door in the main cave. I've got my headset on and I'm in a battle. Like, I don't know, she's giving it this and I'm giving it what? So I took off my headset and she told me something about my mum and ended up saying that because my daughter had been to visit her yesterday and my mum had been being a bit doolally-ish and something was said and my daughter spoke to the carers and the carers had said, and this is what the missus finished up saying, carers will get the doctor to check on mum today. But that was it. And then this morning, she says, "Did you tell John about your mum and not having any more antibiotics?" No, you never told me to.
Hmm.
She's giving it like that, like I did. No, you told me what Lisa had told you, but you didn't say tell John. John has to know because he's like the nearest. But yeah, that's a typical thing. In her mind, what she told me had to be passed to John,
Yeah.
but didn't say, "Can you let John know?"
Talking about things like that, the one thing I'm terrible for is
What?
yeah, just the one.
Just for one.
Yeah, is giving Lise not enough information. And you know when we're in the military, somebody said to you, "Dong dong dong," and you'd go and do it. You've got enough information to know what you needed to do. And I do that with Lise, and she just stares at me. She says, "What are you talking about?" I said, we've just been talking. What do you mean? I don't get it. So I have to go through step by step by step. I get a bollocking for not giving her enough information.
Yeah, there's another thing that winds me up is not referring to something by its actual name.
Oh no, don't. Or getting the name wrong.
Not get my name wrong, but
No.
things, items, like I don't know,
like calling a hard drive RAM. That's what I get because I'm IT. I get a lot of people saying, "Well, the hard drive or the memory." That's a good one. The memory.
Memory.
And
Yeah.
you're talking about the hard drive. So I'll answer the questions about the memory. Oh no, that's not it. That's not what I mean. So what do you mean? Where do you save your information? You mean the hard drive? Well, that's what I said. No, you said memory. Memory's the RAM, which is something completely different. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
No.
but that's a bit intertwined with the same thing with people that don't fully understand computers. So you'll always have that sort of misnaming of things. I'm talking more like women in general, talking about tools or something like that.
Don't have that with Lise.
Well, Jacqueline had bought in a load of stuff for painting, brushes and this, that and the other. And she had a couple of sanding sponges, really nice ones, which I used one of them on the doors before painting them. So I sanded them off and I put it down somewhere and I couldn't remember where it was. And I said to her, "Where's the sanding sponge?" She goes, "Sanding sponge?" I says, "Yeah, sanding sponge. You know, the sponge with sanders on it. Is I don't know." And I found it. I went, "This." Oh, she says, "Oh, you mean the sanding block?" I went, It's not a sanding block. It's a sanding sponge. It's spongy, look, and it's got sanding emery paper on it. It's a sanding sponge. A sanding block is a hard piece of it could be cork or piece of wood that you wrap sandpaper around. That's a sanding block. Oh, and it's like you spend. If I was to count up over the 93 years we've been married, probably spent a good half of them trying to explain what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and
It's just a
educate.
simple request. But there you go. She's very good in lots of other ways. I have to say that.
Yes.
Because it's true.
Steph,
John.
Tanya did something yesterday that you might like.
No, don't tell me lemon curd.
No. She did a lemon meringue pie, and you went, "Oh my god, this is amazing."
Yeah.
Yesterday, she did a lime meringue pie. That's 5,000 times better.
Oh, wow.
It's ridiculously good. And she went, "If he's nice, I think you, she might do you one."
Woo!
But you've got to be nice. So
Yeah, be nice. I'm nice. Can I have one?
hold on a sec.
She didn't say I've got to be nice to John.
No.
Nice in general.
No, we'll get these things done. What was I doing? I don't know. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
The lime meringue pie does sound good.
I tell you what, it tastes like tropical fruit.
Yeah. Oh,
It was amazing.
it's cool. I actually said to Jack the other day, and I've said it a couple of times since, that when we move, I'm going to do some baking.
Was that a threat?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, well, you can think what the effing hell you like. I don't know. We were watching celebrities doing Bake Off or something, and I just felt that if some of these stupid celebrities can do it,
Why the hell can't you?
I can do it. And Jacqueline used to bake fresh bread. She used to do more baking. She doesn't do it anymore. I think because I just scoff it. I don't know. But I really do fancy some stuff. So I thought, I'm going to give it a go. And I don't know how stupid it'd be, but I also plan on doing it first time ever as a TikTok video. You're laughing. Why are you laughing? That just because you can't do it doesn't mean I can't.
No, just I'm laughing because you know what TikTok is.
Yeah. Well, because I know what TikTok is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I should take that.
Any way you want.
Cool. But well, to me, all it is measuring ingredients and heating them up in the oven for the right amount of time. That's literally all it is.
Good luck with that one.
What? What else are you doing when you're baking?
I don't know because I don't bake. I leave that to the boss, and she's very, very good at it.
Right. Well, I know where to go for some tips then, don't I?
Yes, especially bread.
Bread.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to bake some bread. You know why I want to do bread?
no.
Because when Mum used to do it, I used to hang around like with dough
Bachelor.
ice, waiting to get a couple of slices of freshly baked bread, which I'd lather with butter. I always had the crust as well,
Mm.
and get a big hunk of cheese. Just eat it like that. I want to do that.
Mm. I get that once a week.
Shut up.
Various types of bread, of seeded and malt and wholemeal. What was it?
We bought Ron a KitchenAid for her birthday. One of those big mixer things. I hope she uses it. Well, I don't care if she doesn't really, but you know, I actually broke her last mixer, so. It's her birthday at the end of this month.
Very good.
What?
It's the hour, I do believe.
Yep, so it is.
Yeah, well, yes.
Right then, let's see what people have got up to. Let's start with Mel.
Check the right one. Yeah, I managed to get the undercarriage doors on that leg. So that's a bonus. I also painted these. I'd forgotten that there's some actuators for the tail for the elevators. So rather than break out my airbrush to paint 4 little etched pieces, I'm painting them in enamel. So I've just been gone and found a brand new tin of extra color coats RLM 76. So I can paint the other 2. So that's all I've been doing.
Nice.
So that's me. But a bonus because I got the doors on.
Cool. And little old lady, what have you got done?
Not a lot, however, I did get the episcopes done on that one. I don't know if you can really see them, but they're slightly changed. I did use that on the sprockets as well, which I realised I had done that, and that was basically it. I've been looking for. As I said at the beginning, I was thinking of doing that as the recce troop of Guards Armour Division. But looking, I've been doing quite a bit of looking. They weren't armed with the Stuarts. They were armoured cars and ray gun carriers. So that didn't sort of pan out. So I'm looking at the US 1st Armoured Division during the Italian campaign. I'm finding all back for that and find out from that if they were in there, etc. So it might change slightly.
Yeah.
But it's then getting the right either decals or making them up or getting them produced or whatever.
Seems like you should have done this research first.
Well, I just threw it together. It was something that came up in front of me. Now I'll do that one. I think it was fairly easy, but you would think something that mass produced as the Stuart was, there'd be a lot of pictures and things. No. So yeah, done that, and that's what I'm looking at the moment. So I'll find something. Go from there. Go him, whoever he is, him.
What, you mean that one?
That's the one.
Mr. Marley.
Yes, hello. So I've just put some more easy line in certain spots. Yeah, I have painted the cabane struts green again, as well as just other bits and bobs and just cleaning up. I hadn't painted the landing gear tripod or whatever, bipod, whatever you want to call it, landing gear struts. So that's done now. So it's getting closer, but still a long way off. And as I said, if I hadn't broken all my drill bits, I'd be happier. But it's right to continue a bit. Yeah, it'll get there. It'll get there. It's me.
Cool. Thank you very much, Mr. Marley. And me, I've been playing City Sods with an ejection seat. All the silver bits that you can see are add-ons there. Oh, come on. There you go. They are pressure pipes for all the explosives. The two together are the seat strap cutters. and then you've got the drone gun on the top. So that pulls out the drogue chute when a gun fires. So yeah, just doing silly little things like that to make, because it is very, very bland seat. I can't find one to put in there, so I'm just doing it myself because it's fun and it's what I used to do. So, oh hell yes!
But
Right then, gents, if you'd like to say your batty ties,
Toodaloo.
goodbye.
right? We should be back on Wednesday. Stay safe. Keep modelling. Bye.
Who's